Creating a home inventory is a task that most homeowners put off, assuming they can easily recall their belongings after a disaster. However, the reality of filing a personal property claim is highly demanding, requiring detailed proof of ownership and value for every item. Without proper documentation, you face delayed payouts, disputed values, and denied claims from your insurance provider. A simple list of items written on a notepad is rarely sufficient to secure a complete payout. To ensure you receive the full value of your coverage, you need a systematic checklist designed around the specific requirements of insurance adjusters. In this guide, we will analyze why detailed proof is necessary for personal property claims, outline the critical details you must record for each item, and explain how to store your inventory safely using digital backups. This checklist will clarify how to document your assets effectively for your adjuster's review. The first area of focus is understanding why the burden of proof rests on the policyholder during a personal property claim. When you file a claim for damaged or stolen belongings, the insurance company will not write a check based on verbal estimates. You must compile a detailed contents loss spreadsheet listing every single item you are claiming. The insurance adjuster will review this list to verify that the items existed, were in your possession, and matched the values you claimed. If you list a high-end television, you must prove you owned that specific model. Verbal assertions are not sufficient. Without documentation, the adjuster is legally permitted to apply standard depreciation models or price the item at the lowest available market rate. For example, if you list a generic toaster, they will price it at a basic $20 model, even if yours was a high-end specialized appliance. This difference can add up to thousands of dollars across a whole house claim. Providing receipts, serial numbers, and photo evidence eliminates this downgrading. It forces the insurance company to match the actual quality and value of your possessions, preventing significant financial losses. Knowing this requirement changes how you approach the inventory process. It highlights that the goal is not just to remember what you owned, but to create an auditable trail of evidence that an adjuster cannot dispute. By preparing this documentation before a disaster occurs, you prevent the stress of trying to reconstruct your household details from memory during a crisis. This preparation is the key to ensuring that you receive the full financial recovery you paid for in your premiums, rather than accepting a minimized settlement. Taking these steps is highly recommended for every homeowner. The second key aspect is the specific structure of the checklist, and what details you must record for every category of item in your home. For high-value items like electronics, appliances, and tools, you must record 5 critical details: the manufacturer make, the exact model number, the serial number, the purchase date, and the original price. The model and serial numbers are the most vital details, as they define the exact specifications of the item. For example, writing down a television as a 55-inch screen is not enough. You must list the exact model code. This details the precise quality. For general items like clothing, linens, and books, recording individual serial numbers is impossible. Instead, you should document these items in bulk using detailed photos and video walkthroughs. Open every closet door and drawer, and take high-resolution photos showing the volume and quality of the items. Count the number of suits, coats, and pairs of shoes you own, and write down these counts in your spreadsheet. When filming, speak aloud to describe the brands and materials, as this audio record provides additional context for the insurance adjuster. This bulk documentation is highly effective. Additionally, you should pay special attention to items that have high values but are subject to policy limits, such as jewelry, firearms, art, and collectibles. Standard homeowners policies place strict caps on these categories, often limiting coverage to $1,500 or $2,500 total. If your inventory reveals that the value of these items exceeds these limits, you must purchase a scheduled personal property endorsement. This endorsement lists each item individually with its appraised value, ensuring you are covered for their full worth. This step is critical for high-value collectors. Finally, we must discuss how to store your completed inventory safely so that it is accessible when a disaster occurs. A physical spreadsheet or photo album stored in your home is vulnerable to the same risks as your belongings, such as fire or water damage. You must store all inventory files, spreadsheets, photos, and videos in a secure digital environment outside your physical home. Using cloud storage services is the most efficient way to ensure your files are protected and accessible from any internet-connected device. This ensures easy retrieval at any moment. Additionally, you should keep digital copies of receipts for major purchases in the same cloud folder. You can scan paper receipts using a smartphone app or save email confirmations for online orders. It is also wise to update your inventory annually, perhaps during the holiday season when you acquire new gifts or during spring cleaning. Keeping the list current ensures that new purchases are protected. Share a copy of the inventory location with a trusted family member or your insurance agent, ensuring that a backup exists. This redundancy protects your interests. In summary, a detailed home inventory is the primary tool used to secure full personal property payouts after a disaster. By recording makes, model numbers, serial numbers, and prices, and using bulk photo documentation for clothing and household goods, you build an undisputable claim file. Storing these records in the cloud ensures they are safe from local destruction. Taking the time to build this inventory is a vital step in safeguarding your financial investment and securing the payouts you are entitled to under your policy terms. This simple project protects your family's future. To ensure you have a complete understanding, it is also helpful to look at how these concepts apply in everyday scenarios. Many professionals recommend documenting every step of the process, keeping organized records, and checking for updates to regional regulations at least once a year. By staying proactive and monitoring these changes, you can adapt your approach, avoid common pitfalls, and make more informed decisions that align with your long-term objectives and protect your household budget from unexpected expenses. Policy Plain English translates insurance jargon into everyday English. The channel explains auto, home, renters, life, and health insurance, covering how to read policies, how deductibles work, what coverage limits mean, and common mistakes that cost buyers money or lead to claim denials. We do not sell policies or offer personalized advice. This video is general insurance education, not legal advice, tax advice, or a recommendation of specific insurance policies or companies. Coverage details, rules, and exclusions vary widely by policy, state, and provider. Consult a licensed insurance agent or qualified advisor for your specific situation.